Does anyone have a question? Yeah, if there are no questions, I only hope that you all conserve this energy, allow it to truly work on you in a very deep way, allow it to begin to guide your life. Trust that there's a higher power that really knows better than all of us. We have to open to it. That's our job. It's really the reason we're born on the earth, how to learn how to do that. And probably, as I say all the time, the most important thing is the development of our humanity, learning to live here on the highest possible level of what it means to be human. To do this, the heart has to be open, the mind quiet, sexual energy used consciously. Um, we need to master ourselves. Now, this isn't an egotistical thing. This is just something that really is essential if we are going to be guided by a higher force of energy in the universe. We have to allow it to come into us and nurture us deep inside. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, I have a question.
Yes, Bob,
What does it mean to use our sexual energy consciously?
can you repeat that?
What does it mean to use sexual energy consciously?
Well, as I've explained probably 3,000 times, the sexual energy is the area of rebirth. It's the area of birth, and it's also the area of rebirth. It's where the male-female principle that exists in every human being uh, undergoes a union, a marriage. And that marriage, that union gives birth to a force of energy that will activate Kundalini. Kundalini is pathway to spiritual enlightenment. Conscious use of sexual energy is building a chakra system that enables us to do this, whether it's through meditation class, whether it's through the act of making love. All of it really is dealing with a very powerful energy that we have to learn to master and use, consciously to activate Kundalini. So I think, I mean, look, in every religion, it's Shiva Shakti, it's Jehovah Shekhinah, it's always the male female principles, the yin and the yang, that have to come together inside every single human being. Takes place in the sexual area. It's what Tantra is all about. It's really all Tantra is about. Tantra isn't just about eroticism. It's about the transformation of the human to the divine. It takes place in the sexual area, and that energy, that union, that marriage of male female energy will activate Kundalini. And the purpose of this meditation is to activate Kundalini. It's the pathway to enlightenment. But that's not going to work if the heart is closed, the mind is not open, mind is noisy. Understand, if there's no balance inside, if the throat chakra isn't working, none of that's going to work because the energy will constantly be clogged up and it won't be enabled to move through the sexual area to create that internal union, which is so essential. Now, this has nothing to do with one's sexual proclivities. It has nothing to do with if you're straight, gay, male, female. It doesn't matter. You understand that union of the male, female has to take place in every human being. So by building the chakra below the navel, by drawing energy through the sexual area, you understand, we begin to master energies that most people in any kind of religion and spiritual practice try to avoid like the plague. There's so much dogma about sexual energy and rules and regulations and what you can do and can't, and it's all just bullshit. The whole secret is we have this extremely powerful force of energy that exists inside us. We need to learn to master it. We need to learn to it's almost like undergoing, an immaculate conception. In the sense, like we give birth there to the child of God. And it's the transformation of the human to the divine. Now, this might sound like a very esoteric answer, but it's really not. It's just something that begins to happen as your system evolves into it. I mean, you can go to my website. I wrote a book called Tantra, which I'm not sure is going to ever get published, but it's there. 108 essays on this subject. And there's really very great art that I've included, from every single culture. It's not just, Buddhist and Hindu tantric art. It's Christian, it's Renaissance, it's Islam, it's Muslim art, it's even Judaic art, the Kabbalah. And all it's about, really, the ultimate goal is the union of the male female principle inside a human being that will give birth to a spiritual life. I kind of like talking about it's getting so much simpler. It used to be so complicated to talk about this stuff, and it's getting very simple. And I really am enjoying the simplicity of it. And, I mean, it's possible to grow and evolve into this. It doesn't matter if you understand it in your head. One has to evolve organically into this becoming a living principle inside them. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay. Also, just an announcement, there's going to be a retreat in early June. If you're interested in attending, just let myself or Jennifer know. Hold a place for you. Okay, if there are no more questions, God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening and there'll be class tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then again, on Wednesday evening, this class will take place. So God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life, for allowing this kind of teaching to take place, which, as I tell you all, it just comes through me. Your presence here, really demands that I open deep enough to allow these kind of teachings to manifest. So God bless you all, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Good night.
Night.